A very good day to you, and I really want to welcome you to this program. We've called this program Perception. Now, what is the word perception? What does it mean? Well, it means that you kind of understand something, or you've seen something and you appreciate something. But you see, perception is what you think. Perception is what I think. Perception is not always the truth. It's what you think the truth is. If we go to the book of Acts chapter 4 and verse 13, the Bible says, "Now they saw the boldness of Peter and John." Remember, Peter and John had just prayed for the lame man at the gate, beautiful, at the temple, and God had healed him. And they were absolutely blown away. Now, when they saw the boldness of Peter and John, and they perceived that they were uneducated and untrained men, they marveled. What is marvel? Well, I mean, they just couldn't believe. It was just unbelievable. It was like miraculous. They marveled. And then they realized that these men had been with Jesus. See? They said, these are fishermen. These men aren't educated. These men have got no theological degrees. They're not members of the Sanhedrin. They were the elite priests that ruled the country. These are just ordinary people. These are just humble fishermen from Galilee. They even speak with a different accent. And they perceived that they were untrained and uneducated, and they marveled. And then they realized that these two men had been walking with Jesus. That's your objective in life. Mine is to glorify God. Jesus says, "If you lift me up, I'll draw all men unto myself." It's so wonderful when they say, "These men, who are these men? They can't do anything. They can't even speak English properly." And then they see the miracle take place. And God gets all the glory. We've got a saying here at Shalom, and it goes like this. You must attempt something that's so big that if it's not of God, it is doomed to fail. Why? Because when it works, no one will say that was you. They said it's impossible. That was God. What happened on this very farm with the birth of the Mighty Men revival, phenomenon, movement, when we had more men on this farm than the entire defense force in our nation? Air Force, Army, and Navy. The men knew that this was God, because there is no single man, not Billy Graham, not anybody, that could draw so many men for such a long time in one place. And that's why we've got to give God the glory. They perceived that these were untrained, uneducated men, and they marveled. And then they realized that they had been with Jesus. So they acknowledged the fact that these men performed this miracle because they were with Jesus. Not because they were well educated, not because they were well gifted, not because they had a lot of money, not because they were influential, not because they were film stars, not because they were international sportsmen, but because they had been with Jesus. I want to say to you, let's be like that now. Let people know. Let people realize that you and me, we can't do anything. But that people would say, these men, these women have been with Jesus. And that is why that miracle took place. Give all the glory to Jesus. He deserves it. Goodbye.
We trust that you have been blessed by today's message. For more information, please visit angusbuchan.com.